Good morning, my darlings, and welcome to Stretch and Relax class. I'm Jess, and this is Chewy. He's just out of shot, eating some snacks. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to be working on some gentle movement for our bodies, having a nice stretch, getting in touch with our breathing with the intention of fully relaxing our body, relieving any tension in our head, neck and shoulders, and feeling relaxed and peaceful, which is definitely something we all need right now at the moment. So join me, get into something comfy, grab a yoga mat or a blanket, somewhere that's comfortable for you to either stand on, kneel on, or lie down on. We're going to start with our breathing now, and I'm going to get you to come into standing position with your feet hip width apart, and just check in on your posture here. So bring the shoulders back just gently. Just imagine you're lifting through the spine. So imagine there's a thread on top of your head, lifting through your head, tilting the pelvis forward slightly, so we don't want to be duck bombing, we want to tilt it in, finding that lovely posture, and we're going to do 10 breaths together. Now, we want to breathe in through the nose and then out through the mouth. You can put your hands on your belly, because what I want you to do is to direct the breath through your belly. So as we breathe in through the nose, you're going to push your belly out, like so. As you breathe in, as you exhale, we're going to push all the air out. So if you watch my tummy, breathing in, exhale, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do 10 together. And go. And exhale. Nice. Try and direct the breath into the belly, away from the chest. If you feel your chest lift, that's okay, it's normal. Try and direct it into the belly, pushing out and exhale. We're going to do 4 more. More. And 1 more. Beautiful. That's the breath I want you to use for the remainder of the class. It is a beautiful, relaxing breath. It takes all the stress and the tension away from your chest, your throat and your neck, and brings it down into our belly. It's a really beautiful way to relax. Okay, we're going to start with the head and shoulders now. So I'm going to get you to gently roll your head around in a circle, feeling all those little crackles and crunchies. That's normal. Back the other way. Nice deep breaths the whole time. Try to find the full range of movement that you can. You may find that it's tighter on one side than the other. You can even bend your knees a little bit if you find that's helpful. We're going to turn to the left and then right. Checking in on your breathing, making sure that breath is nice and low. Lovely. We're going to put our hands on our shoulders and we're going to twist all the way around. Now, as we twist, I want you to think about twisting from the sternum and from your navel. So not so much the neck, but really using our torso to twist all the way around. Putting some oxygen and some movement into our thoracic, which is the top part of our spine that gets very, very tight through sitting, through stress, and through a sedentary lifestyle or any kind of tension. So we really want to stretch out that area, relax it. Beautiful. Nice. We're going to bring our right hand to the side of our head. Our left hand's going to go behind. We're just going to gently drop the head down to that right hand side, making sure the left shoulder's not caving in. We want to pull that left shoulder back just gently. And breathe. Nice. Feel that lovely pull in the side of your neck there. Just some nice gentle pressure on the side of your head. We're going to release really nice and slowly there. Gorgeous. Other side, left hand on the side of the head. Right hand goes behind the back, pulling that right shoulder down and back. And breathe. Gentle pressure on the side of your head, pulling the head down slightly. And breathe. Gently release. Nice. We're now going to shake the shoulders. So what I want you to do with this shaking motion is you're actually going to drop your shoulders and bend your knees at the same time, like this. So you're actually relaxing and letting go of your body and then regaining tension. Drop and back, drop and back, drop and back. Now we're going to speed it up. Shake out the shoulders, shake out any tension. Really let them drop in their socket. So you should feel all that tension shaking out. Nice. We're now going to do the same with the wrists. So we're going to shake them out. Shake, 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 shake. Oh, feels so good. Shake to the side, shake up above, shake out in front. Beautiful. I'm going to clasp the hands together and then we're going to do figure eights. Notice my wrists are very close together and my elbows. Back the other way, wake up the brain. Nice. Lovely. We're now going to go into spine rolls. Keep your feet hip width apart. Bend the knees slightly. First you're going to drop your head. Then your shoulders. Now notice my hands and my arms are now totally relaxed. So these shouldn't be tense. There should be no tension. Should have orangutan arms. And then we're going to gently peel down. One little vertebrae at a time. Peeling down slowly, slowly, slowly. All the way till you get to the bottom. When we're here, we're just going to hang here for a moment. You can fold your arms if you like. And take a deep breath. Nice. Just give your hips a little rock here. Beautiful. Gently rolling up. Nice and slow. Beautiful. Lovely. We're going to do 3 more. So dropping the head, neck and shoulders, knees are bent. All the way down. Deep breath. And exhale. Gently roll up with me. 2 more. And 1 more. Lovely. All right, we're going to open out the hip now. So I'm going to get you to lift your right knee, open it out, and then land gently. So you should feel some little crackles and crunchies in there, opening up. We're going to do 5 on each side, nice and slow. Good. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Great. Other side. Lifting the left knee, opening out, and dropping. So we're really opening up that hip flexor now. Again, can be a lot of tension in that area from sitting, in the car, at home, on the couch. Very normal indeed. Bring your feet wide, and we're just going to gently lunge side to side, just stretching out the inside of our legs. Nice. Remember to keep breathing. Hello, how are you? Nice. And 1 more each side. Lovely. All right, we're going to come down on the mat now into tabletop. So wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Spread your fingers wide, your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. We're now going to arch the back up and then come down all the way. Beautiful. That's our cat-cow. Breathe in with me. In through the nose, and as we curve up, we're going to exhale through the mouth. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in and out. We're going to do 7 more. Beautiful, 3 to go. Last one for good measure. Beautiful. Coming back onto your knees, fists, wrists are together, and just gently figure 8s. Nice, and back. Beautiful. Lovely. We're going to come down into child's pose. So bring your knees wide, gently coming down to rest. If this is too much for your knees, you can put a pillow underneath. You can even put a block under your chest. And we're going to gently rest our forehead onto the ground, and we're going to take 5 breaths together. So really let the hips relax, your back and your shoulders. One more deep breath with me. Beautiful. We're going to come up to what's called puppy pose. So you're in a similar position. This time, walk your hands forward so your hips are in the air, like so. You're going to keep your right hand flat and you're going to thread your left arm through. Now, this right hand is going to come flat in front of your face and you're going to push off like you're pushing away from a wall. And the idea here is to open up the chest and then twist the top part of your spine. It's a beautiful release. Keeping your head on the floor the whole time. And breathe. Maintain that pressure with your right hand, pushing off the floor. Nice. We're going to do it on the other side. I'm just going to do a slightly different angle so that you can see. So, coming into your puppy pose here. You're resting your forehead on the ground. This time we're threading the right arm through. So pause here a moment. My head is still resting on the ground on the side. I'm resting on my right shoulder. My left hand comes flat and it pushes off. As it pushes off, I open up the chest and I twist the top part of my spine, my thoracic. And deep breath and exhale. Hands come back and just rest here in puppy pose for a moment. Beautiful. We're going to come back onto our back here. Lovely. And what I want you to check in on now with your posture is making sure that your spine is not curved and that it is nice and flat. So right now what I want you to do is engage your abs and you're going to press, no, we're not playing with the toy right now. You're going to press your belly button into the ground, nice and flat. So one more time, curve your back so your fingers can fit underneath. And now pushing with your belly, you're going to squeeze your fingers into the ground. So your spine should be completely flat right now. That's what we're aiming for. We're going to bring our feet hip width apart. We're going to bring our right foot on top of the left knee. We're going to reach through, pull behind that left knee, pull into your body, relax the shoulders. So we're stretching out the opposite glute here. Breathe. One more breath. Lovely. We're going to extend the left foot up. Keep pulling behind that knee. Bring that leg in a little bit. And then flex and point the toe. Oh, chewy. Nice. Releasing both feet down to the ground. Come over here. Come on. Come over here. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Over here. Over here. Come on. Sit down. Good boy. Now we're going to do the other side. Left foot goes over right knee. Reaching through, pulling behind the right knee. Chewy, nice and quiet, please. Nice and quiet. Nice and quiet. Thank you. Pulling behind the right knee. Breathing in. And exhale. Breathing in. And exhale. Extending the right leg up. We're going to flex and point that foot. You should feel that pull in your glute and on the backs of your legs, which is your hamstring. Bringing your feet down flat, keeping that back nice and flat. We're going to take 2 deep breaths here. One more. Beautiful. Stretching both legs out, resting for a moment, 1 deep breath. Nice. Bring your left knee up, and I'm going to get you to put your left hand holding onto that knee, and now you're going to open the hip out. So I'll repeat that movement for you. Left knee comes up, left hand wraps around the knee, and now open out the hip. Beautiful. With your right hand, you're going to put it on the top of your thigh and just pressing outwards, just open up that hip even further. Nice deep breath in and exhale. Feel all those tendons relax. Just check in with your body where you can feel any particular tension. Is it in your hips, your knees, ankles? What's coming up for you? Nice deep breath. Lovely. Returning that left leg straight and repeating on the other side. Right knee comes up. With our right hand, we're going to open up that knee, which is going to open up that hip. Our left hand is just going to press down on that left thigh, sort of pressing in and outwards, opening up the hip even further. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Beautiful. Coming back to a lying position, and we're going to take 3 deep breaths here together. One more breath. Bring both knees up to your chest and just gently rock back and forth. Just putting some space into the spine, stretching out the lower back. Nice, keep that going. Beautiful. Rolling your knees to the side and then pushing off. We're going to finish up with our hip flexor stretch. So if you guys want to grab a cushion to support your knee and come back onto the mat with me, like so. You're going to use the cushion for your left knee. Have a little sip of water if you need it. I know I'm going to. Important to keep hydrated, particularly when you're stretching. Lovely. Okay, so feet are going to be hip width apart. We're going to drop the left knee down, and the right foot is going to come forward into a nice right angle. Now, my feet are now hip width apart. So from the front, I've got 1 foot here and 1 foot here. We don't want them like this in front of each other. Beautiful. So your right foot should be over to the side a little bit. Lovely. Now what I want you to also do is, rather than duck bumming the whole time, I want you to press the pelvis in. Yeah? So basically you're going to squeeze your butt and tuck the pelvis, boom, forward. That's what we want. So you should start to feel this stretch in here on the inside of your hip. And now we're going to gently lower down. Breathing in And exhale, dropping down. Nice. Making sure to keep those glutes switched on and the hips pressing in and forward. So we don't want to be like this. Boom, hips are in. We're going to be here for a little bit, so if this gets uncomfortable or too much, just come back, give it a little bounce, and then come back into it. If you'd like to extend the stretch even further, you can interlock your fingers and reach above you like so. Really what we're aiming for here is to start to feel all those tendons, all those muscles actively start to relax. So you'll find after about 30 seconds to 45 seconds, and definitely after a minute, you'll actually start to feel different parts of your body relaxing, which is really lovely. That's what we're aiming for. Come back, give a little bounce to relieve it, and then coming back again. Beautiful. Okay, gently come out of it. We're going to do the other side. So, right knee on your pillow, left foot comes forward, making sure that the left foot and the right foot are still hip width apart on your mat. So you don't want your left foot bang in front of you. Always hip width apart. Checking in on the pelvis, not duck bumming forward. We don't want to release the abs. We want to, boom, tuck that pelvis in, activate our abdominals, making sure our front leg is in a nice right angle, breathing in through the nose. And now we're going to exhale and relax down into that stretch. Really press that pelvis forward and you should be feeling that stretch here. Interlocking the fingers and reaching up. Come out of it, bend a little bit, relax that hip, and then come down again. Beautiful. And we're going to finish up with one more stretch, which is for our hamstrings, which are on the back of our legs here, which can affect our lower back. Now, what we're going to do is a stretch like so. Now, I have very tight hamstrings, which means I need to use yoga blocks or something to support my back. Now, not a lot of people have yoga blocks, so what I thought I'd do is show you what I used to use before I bought yoga blocks, which is books. They work just as well. Today I've got Face It by Deborah Harry and Susie Quattro Unzipped. And I'm also wearing a David Bowie t-shirt. You can kind of see what kind of things I'm into. So we're going to use these books today. If you have anything available, if you don't, that's okay. Going back to that nice hip width apart spacing of our feet, so our feet are stacked under our hips. You're going to walk the right foot forward. See how my back foot is up on the toe now? Now what I want you to do is that same tucking in of the pelvis that you did before in your hip flexor stretch. So we're not duck bumming, tilt it forward. Drop the back knee down. And now all I want you to do is hinge at your hip. So right now, you may feel some pull in the back of your leg. And we're simply going to hinge at the hip, keeping the back nice and straight. And when we find our point where we don't want the back to curve, we want to keep the back flat. And then we can simply use our books or your yoga blocks as support. The reason I have these here is look what happens when I don't use them. If I try to touch the ground, see my spine? Too bendy, we don't want that. We want to stretch out those hamstrings safely. We want to keep the spine nice and straight. And keep breathing, pressing the hips forward. Last stretch today, guys. This one can be a challenging one. Nice. One more breath. Nice. Okay. One more on the other side. I was like, what is that? It's a little dog toy. Oh dear. Okay, so feet are hip width apart. Bringing that left foot forward. Tucking in the pelvis. So bringing the booty forward. Boop. And now dropping that back knee, right ankle down. Beautiful. And now hinging at the hip. Keeping the back nice and straight. And when you find that point of resistance before the spine is curving, using books or yoga blocks, supporting the arms, keeping your back nice and straight, feeling that stretch on the back of the legs. And breathe. One more breath. Ah, lovely. All right, guys. We're going to finish up with our 10 breaths together, just as the way we started the class. Coming back to center. You can have your hands on your belly or not, up to you. Closing the eyes, and we're going to do 10 breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go. To go. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this stretch and relax class. I hope you go off and have a gorgeous day, feeling nice and relaxed and open and chilled and peaceful. And very grateful that you shared this class with me, and look forward to seeing you in the next one. What's up, babes? Thank you so much to those of you who joined me for the stretch and relax class this morning. It was gorgeous, and now I feel very sleepy and peaceful on this. Well, it was gloomy, but actually the sun's kind of come out, or at least a bit of blue sky has. Anyway, so if any of you would love to join me in another class, feel free to shoot me a DM. You don't really need anything. If you have a yoga mat, like you can see in the background, that's great. If you just have a blanket or some carpet, that's awesome too. If you have yoga blocks, that can be really helpful too. And if you don't have any yoga blocks, that also doesn't matter. In today's class, I used books. So today's books were Face It by Deborah Harry and Unzipped by Susie Quattro. Yeah, You don't have to have yoga blocks. You can just use whatever you've got lying around. You don't even have to have fancy active wear. Today I'm wearing my favorite David Bowie t-shirt. Yeah, just use what you got. Use what you got. Sending you all lots of love. Hope you're all coping okay out there. Chewy and I are thinking of you. Well, he's kind of passed out now because he's just exhausted from teaching. And I look forward to seeing all of you in the next class. Mwah.